أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the realm of Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 223.
نساؤكم حرث لكم فأتوا حرثكم أنى شئتم وقدموا لأنفسكم واتقوا الله واعلموا أنكم ملاقوه وبشر المؤمنين.
Your wives are a tilth for you, so come to your tilth as you wish, and send forth for yourselves and fear Allah, and know that you will meet Him, and give glad tidings to the believers. In this context, it portrays an aspect of marital relations in a manner that suits and aligns with its theme. Your wives are a tilth for you, so come to your tilth as you wish. In this precise expression, there are indications of the nature of this relationship in this aspect, as well as its objectives and directions. Indeed, this aspect does not encompass all relationships between a husband and his wife, as it has been described and mentioned in other contexts that are appropriate for those occasions, such as when Allah says in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 187,
هن لباس لكم وأنتم لباس لهن.
They are a garment for you and you are a garment for them. And Allah also says in Surah Ar-Rum verse 21,
ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة.
And among His signs is that He created for you from yourselves spouses, that you may find tranquility in them, and He placed between you affection and mercy. Each of these expressions illustrates an aspect of this deep and significant relationship according to its appropriate context. However, in this context, the expression of tilth aligns with the theme of fertilization, procreation, and growth. Since this is the case, intercourse may take place in the manner the spouses wish, but in the place of fertilization that fulfills the purpose of tilth, i.e., when Allah says, "So come to your tilth as you wish." At the same time, remember the purpose and objective and turn to Allah with worship and piety, so that it becomes a righteous deed you present for yourselves. Be certain of meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who will recompense you for what you have done. Then Allah says, "And send forth for yourselves and fear Allah, and know that you will meet Him." Then the verse concludes by giving glad tidings to the believers of goodness upon meeting Allah and in what they present from their tilth. For every deed of the believer is good, and he directs it towards Allah. And then Allah says, "And give glad tidings to the believers." Here we observe the tolerance of Islam, which accepts the human being as he is, with his inclinations and necessities. It does not attempt to destroy his nature under the pretense of asceticism and purification, nor does it consider his necessities impure, as they are beyond his control. Rather, it directs them towards the service, continuity, and growth of life. Islam does not deny bodily urges, rather it connects them first with human emotions, then ultimately with religious sentiments. It blends the fleeting impulse of the body with the lasting goals of humanity and the gentle flutter of spiritual consciousness, merging them all in a single moment, a single movement, and a single direction. This integration is inherent in human nature itself, the vicegerent of Allah on earth, who is worthy of this responsibility due to the faculties embedded in his nature and the potentials instilled within his being. This approach to dealing with humans takes into account the entirety of their innate disposition. for it is the creation of the one who fashioned that very nature. Any other approach that contradicts it, even in the slightest, collides with human nature, leading to failure and suffering, both individually and collectively. And Allah says, Allah knows and you do not know. The meanings indicated by this verse can be summarized in 3 points. Number 1, clarifying that the purpose of marriage is not merely fulfilling desires and satisfying lust. Just as this can be achieved in a lawful marriage, it can also occur in animalistic mating. Rather, the real objective is procreation and the continuation of humankind in the best possible manner, raising offspring under the care of both parents. Where their instincts develop, their character is refined, and the fountains of goodness within them are awakened. This is indicated by Allah's statement, "Your wives are a tilth for you." Number 2, highlighting that the bond between husband and wife, established by divine law and ruling, consists of both spiritual companionship and physical pleasure. This necessitates the removal of formality and the existence of comfort between them, making life easier and the household a place of relief from burdens and a source of rejuvenation, enabling them to bear the responsibilities of life. This is indicated by Allah's statement when He says, "So come to your tilth as you wish." And number 3, emphasizing that religion must govern the relationship, ensuring justice and that love prevails between man and woman. This is indicated by Allah's statement when He says, "And send forth for yourselves and fear Allah, and know that you will meet Him, and give glad tidings to the believers, and Allah knows best." Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُّدَّكِرٍ